baby. This is a smile maker. Hey guys, it's Jonathan from Motorsports. Right next to me we have a beautiful 1972 Dodge Charger. It's been modified. It has a 5-speed, 360, so 5.9 liter, upgraded brakes and suspension, vintage air, the whole 9 yards. This is one of those special cases where I was actually able to buy a car from an auction and it was turnkey. So we're gonna take it for a spin today. We're gonna do a walk around. We'll give you an overall impression and let you guys decide if this is the right ride for you. Thanks again. Overall condition, I rate this a 8 out of 10. Paint condition, 6.5 out of 10. It was restored in 2006. They did a great job on it. It actually performed in the Hot Rod Power Tour. And this past weekend, I drove it with my wife to the Boca Concourse in cold air, drove it down the highway with no issues, no hesitation, got stuck in traffic. This is an overall very sorted 72 Dodge Charger. I'm gonna open up the hood and show you the engine. So the hood is painted in satin black. It shows very well. It's from a 71 RT. After you pull the pins, you'll release the hood. You can hear the chime for the interior. Got a Hughes Racing engine. I'll give you a little breakdown here. So it does have vintage air, upgraded higher output alternator, power brakes, the exhaust, that's the fun part. So you do have a fun button, you can click on it and it opens up the Nascar style side exhaust. It does have an X pipe that runs out to the rear, so if you're cruising on the highway, you need to take a phone call, you can do that. So the breakdown for the motor, it's a 360, so a 5.9 liter that's been bored 40 over. It's dressed with RHS cylinder heads and a quick fuel 680 carb. It's getting sparked by MSD ignition, and obviously the exhaust we just talked about, it has boom tubes basically. So you click on an electronic button and it opens up that exhaust. This thing pulls at the top end very nicely. I would say it's like a 300 horsepower car, 270 to 300 horsepower to the wheels, but that's perfect for a cruiser. You could take this to another state with no issues at all. When you pull to the passenger side, you're gonna see that the reflection is very nice. Painted in the original color, we have the original build sheet. You do have a set of Bose wheels with disc brakes up front, and they are staggered, so you have a wider tire in the rear, 255 in the front, and they're 18s. You have a nice chin splitter up there. All your chrome and bright work looks great. I'm gonna leave the hood open for right now so when I start it, you can see how nice that engine sounds. All the bright work is driver quality, but there's no pitting. Here's your tag, if you wanna take a look. Windshield wipers work as they should. And let's get to the best part. So this is put together really well. What I like is you need to actually depress the clutch, and I'm gonna put it in first gear right now. Won't let you start it. Put it in neutral, so it has a neutral safety switch, and it starts right up. Air condition is ice cold. So me and my wife went for a ride in this thing for about 45 miles, no issues at all. Headliner's awesome, steering wheel's perfect. The steering's tight and responsive, your AM radio still works, and the dash is very nice. We're gonna give you guys a breakdown of all the modifications and work done to this in our description. So if you click on the link below, you're gonna be able to see everything. Horn works, ashtray, air's starting to get cold. Let me get outside so you can hear this. You ready? Push a button. Yes, please. We'll go back into quiet mode. Let's continue with our walk around. All the door cards on the driver's side are very nice. All your glass goes up and down with ease and seals nicely on the highway. One thing I noticed when I was driving this, you do get a harmonic resonation at around 70 miles per hour. I'll try to mimic it when we take it for the test drive right now, but it's the exhaust vibrating. Once you get past that, there's no issues. It does have custom seats, which we'll show you shortly. No rust, underside's very clean, all your badging is original, and all your glass is nice. It does have a vinyl top, and there are a few spots where I see paint has hit it. So I don't know what that's from, but that's there. Also, paint imperfection. You do have some pulling up on the paint right here. Remember, this was painted in 2006. Look at those rear wheels. That looks good. Toyo Proxies. While you come to the trunk, I'm gonna grab the keys so I can show you in there. All your taillight bezels are very nice. Trunk is nice. Nice driver quality paint. There's a couple of, you can see where there's some paint imperfections. Bright work shows very well. You do have your jacking instructions, a spare tire, cover, and a window defogger, which is included. When we bought it, it was in there. You still have all your markings, but it obviously has a lot of upgrades in regards to motor, drivetrain, rear end. So the rear end's short and it has a 355 with a sure grip rear end. I didn't show you the passenger side door. You can see the wood trim right here. All the vinyl's very nice. All your rubbers are nice and there's no rust on the door sills. You can see those seats. So they have the Charger insignia in there. These are Pro Car bucket seats and floor mats. So they made them specifically for this car. You do have bolster support for the driver and a 5-speed transmission, so it has a Tremec 5-speed. There's your glove box. And all the lights are working. Let's jump in and take it for a ride. Start it up again, make sure we're in neutral. It starts like that every time, even if it's hot or cold. We got stuck in major traffic this past weekend. No issues with overheating. We had the AC running the whole time. You can see that your gauges work. The gauges have been upfitted with the 150 mile an hour pack, and it is a true 92,000 mile body with a lot of work done to it. So I think that everything was done at basically 90,000 miles from what I understand. AC blows very cool and cold. It's not cool, it's cold. And the dash pad's very nice. We're gonna put it in gear, remove the emergency brake, and we'll start rolling. So we just went over a little bit of an incline and there's no tire rubbing, steering's very precise, and it sounds really good with the exhaust closed. Takes corners nicely. All right, let's quiet this thing down before it should. The reason we do these test drives is so you guys can see an exact representation of this vehicle without having to come here in person. We've shipped 95% of our inventory sight unseen, but you're more than welcome to send an inspector if you'd like. This is a nice turnkey car. We look all over the United States to buy these. This one we purchased at an auction, which we do, I would say 50% of our inventory comes from auctions where we have to buy it and take the risk, repair what's needed to be repaired, and then sell it to you guys so you're happy. You can look at our reviews. We have 100% positive feedback, 1,700 cars sold, so buy with confidence. This one's really smooth, brakes feel great. We're going about 50 miles an hour, 45 miles an hour right now. Extremely smooth, steering's easy, our oil pressure's great, our temperature's great. We're gonna take a left here, we'll go to our closed course so we can get some outside shots. If you guys have any questions about any of the cars we have in inventory, just give us a call. and 954-363-2261. Thanks again. What we'll do is once we get over the 2 bumps that are here, we'll open up the exhaust and I'll go through the gears quickly so you can hear it, and we'll do it from an outside shot as well. Visors are nice. This is a nice, honest car. We're about to go over some bumps here. There's 2 major dips. I want you guys to see how it goes over the bumps. We've got the windows up right now. We're cold. It's 82 degrees here in Florida. Here's the first set of bumps, and then there's a big dip right here. Nice and easy. Close my window a little more. There we go. So you can basically cruise around in 4th gear. 5th is just for highway cruising. We're going 50 miles an hour with no problems right now. We're going to turn left here. I'm going to open up the Nascar style exhaust, and we'll have some fun so you can hear it go through the gears. You ready? That's cool. Sounds great. We're gonna do one inside run and then we'll get some outside shots for you. She boogies, baby. This is a smile maker. If you guys have any questions, give us a call, 954-363-2261. Let's get quiet and go back to the office. Questions, give us a call at 954-363-2261. Have a great day, and please subscribe.